Do. Alright. Hello, kitties. I just noticed I'm wearing the exact same thing I was wearing in the last video. Oh. That's no good. Oh well. Sucks for you, I guess. You gotta deal with what I was wearing last time. Okay, so I have a little bit of confirmation for you guys on the advice I gave last time. As you can see, I got my new passport. Huzzah! And it's even got a pretty good picture. See? Pretty good picture. Yay. Okay, it's not the greatest picture, but it's not bad. And if I move over here, you can see it has an F. See the F? Right there. F. That is for the gender marker. Huzzah, right? Okay, now here's the thing. I went with this legal documentation that says I have an F, that I am female. I use this. And then I went over to the DMV, and other than them taking a picture that made me look like really super fat, it's great because, ta-da, sex, female. Hey, focus. Erg. Well, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. That is an F. But this is my temporary. I just got it. So that means my real one will be coming in the mail. And my two main forms of identification for the world, your driver's license and your passport, both female. So, as I said before, to repeat the little advice I gave, in order to do this you have to request the proper documentation. I forget what code number the documentation is, but they'll know at the passport place, be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm in gender transition. I am needing to change my passport because of the various safety hazards that would arise from going out of country with a different gender, and they'll know totally what you're talking about. They'll send you the appropriate documentation, and then you fill it out, you get your passport done, they send it back. They'll take fucking forever, but they will send it back, and it will have the gender marker you wish. And then with this, you go to the DMV and you're like, hey, last time I was here, they said that I needed a government form of identification that had the appropriate gender marker when I came in to change my gender. And this would include this. As in, you guys asked for a passport with the correct gender marker, and then they're like, okay, let me switch that up for you. And you're like, okay, thank you. And then they're like, we're gonna charge you $18 for your new driver's license. And you're like, oh, that's totally okay. I've already done that a million times because I've had a million driver's licenses. And voila, done. So, if you have those issues like I was having issues, then you should totally look into doing this, because it is a very good loophole. And, you know, then you never have to really worry about all the other painful things like girls' night at a fucking club or something, showing your ID, and then they're like, oh, it says you're male, we're gonna make you pay. And then everybody's like, hey, why is that girl paying? Oh, because that girl's actually a dude. You know what I mean? Like, goodness. So, spare yourself, get yourself proper identification, and use this loophole, because is very nifty, unless you live in a place like California where it totally doesn't even matter, and they're just like, oh, you're going through transition, here, let's change that up for you. Which would be extremely nice, but unlike the lucky people of California, Utah is... So, anyway, there is your helpful advice for, or confirmation of helpful advice for you. So, I hope this will help some people out, and you all have a wonderful day. Toodles.